Hello everyone, welcome to this new week. Are you ready to start working? I hope you are as excited as I am to start this new week because it's the last week of February. This is the last week we're going to talk about the there is and there are theme as an affirmative way and the form animals and also the numbers. Okay, so this is like the last week of this way activities that I'm about to show you. So we're going to start by checking the last week's activities. That is right here, one of those that is precisely there is or there are, but using different prepositions. Remember on this activity, you just need to look at the image right here and you need to answer if the sentence you have it's true or false. So I'm gonna read the sentence. I already have my answers. So I suggest you have your worksheets for you to check the answers if they are right or if they are wrong. Remember, if they are right, write a check mark. And if it's wrong, then erase your answer and erase the correct one. Okay? So I'm going to read the sentence and also the answer, true or false. Ready? Number 1. There are 7 people in the picture. It's false because if you count the people here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Only 6, not 7. That's why the answer is false. Okay? Number 2. There is a cat on a chair. Do you see any cat right there? Is the cat on a chair? The answer is true because the cat's right here sitting on the chair, right? Number 3. There is a woman standing behind a sofa. Standing means like this. When we say sit down, stand up, standing behind the sofa. Is there any woman standing behind a sofa? Yes, right here it's a woman standing and it's behind the sofa. Number 4. So the answer is true. Number 4. There aren't any cups on the table. This is the table right here and you need to pay attention if there's a cup where you drink coffee or where you drink a tea or hot milk or hot chocolate. That's what the cups are for. And yes, we have 1 cup on the table. So the answer is false because there's 1. Number 5, there are some books under the coffee table. We have the coffee table one more time. And under the table we have, I can see a briefcase and I think that's a book. What do you think? Is it a book? Okay, so the answer is true. Number 6, there is a small chair in front of the table. We have the table and this is a chair, but look at the chair. Is it big or small? It is small, right? So it is true because there's a chair in front of the table. Number 7, there aren't any children on the living room. No children, no boys, no girls, no babies. Do you see any? We have a baby right here, so the statement is false because there is a boy or a girl or maybe one of those, but it's a baby, it's a children in the room. So the answer is false. Number 8, there are some flowers in front of a man. We have the man's right here and we have flowers. We have flowers right here, but they are not in front. They are behind of the man. So the answer is false. Number 9. I cannot read it. Let me check it from my pictures right here because this frame is always covering the answers. Number 9. There is a fan in the picture. A fan is something that you use when the weather is so hot. You turn off the fan. You can have it on the table or on a wall. So is there any fan on the picture? Yes, right here there's a fan. So the answer is true. Number 10. There is a small dog next to the chair. Do you see any dogs? I don't see any. So that's why the answer is false because there are no dogs in the picture and there's not a dog next to the chair. So that was activity number 1. And let me check the next one. This is for this week. This one is for this week too. Also this one. And another one about true or false. I'm going to read the paragraph and then I'm just going to say the same that we did last activity if the statement is true or false. Okay? Living on a farm. You can read the paragraph next to me for you to correct your pronunciation. Hello, my name is Emma, and I am 11 years old. I have a younger brother, Josh, who's just 5. I live with my family on a farm on the south of West England. I was born in London, but my parents moved to Devon when I was 2. My brother was born here in Northern. My father runs the farm and my mother is a vet. And we've got lots of animals on our farm. Some of them are small, like dogs, chickens, and rabbits, but others are big, like pigs, lambs, cows, or horses. I love living in the country. I don't mind getting up early every day, and I am usually awake at 6:30. I am old enough to help my parents with the work on the farm. I love feeding the dogs and the chickens. It's not difficult at all. It takes me about a quarter of an hour to give them fodder every morning. But first, I have breakfast myself. Sometimes I also help my dad milk the cows, especially at the weekends. You have to be very gentle with them or they'll kick you. My brother and I go to a local primary school. My mother always drives us to school and picks up when lessons finish at 3 o'clock. On Wednesday, I have a karate class, so I go back home by bus. When I come back, I usually have a little snack and play with my brother for a while. Then I do my homework and help my parents with the animals or in the garden. We usually have dinner at 7 o'clock, and then I have time for myself. I often play computer games or watch TV. Before I go to bed, I always read for a while, but not too long because I have to get up early. So, number 1, Emma has a sister and a brother. It's false because the paragraph said that she has only one brother, Josh. She likes helping on the farm. That is true. Number 3, her family moved to Devon 9 years ago. It is true because now she is 11 and they moved to Devon when she was 2. So if you do the math, 2 plus 9 equal 11. So the answer is true. Emma has judo class on Wednesday. It's false because it's talking about a karate, not a judo class. Number 5, Emma and her brother go to school by car. It is true because it says that their mom drives them to school and then picks them up at 3 o'clock. They have a few animals on the farm. It is true. The next one, cannot see it anymore. It says, after school, Emma does her homework. It is true. Number 8, Emma thinks that feeding chicks is easy. It is true because it says it's not difficult. So the opposite of difficult is easy. It is true. Number 9, Josh is older than Emma. It is false because Emma is 11 and Josh is 5. That's why Emma's big and Josh is the smallest. And the answer is false. Number 10, Emma's mother is a doctor. It is also false because on the paragraph said that she is a vet. It's a doctor, but not a doctor who helps people, a doctor who helps animals, okay? So that's the second activity. And let's check out the last one about numbers. We have the amount right there, and I'm going to read the correct form to write the number. Number 1, you have the example already, 146, then 114, 207, 347, 170, 283, 247, that's my bad, it's 288, I'm sorry for that. Hope you can listen to the answer. 191, 689, 168, and the last one is, give me a minute because once again I can see it. That was the last one. Okay, so these are our activities that we did last video. And for this week, I'm just going to give them a small explanation because it's basically the same. It's just reviewing, okay? about the things that we are playing or working, like the amounts. We have it right here. We have the numbers, but not just the numbers that are 3-digit number like the ones we did before. We have different numbers. For example, this one is 3. You have the word, you have to write the number, okay? The next one says 14. You know that number too. The next one is 641. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You have the words, now you need to write the numbers. Okay, the next one, another reading, the last reading about the farm, and we have some answers right here, or questions that need some answer. It's about Don. Don is a boy who lives in a farm with his mom, dad, and sister. Then you have to do the reading and read the question and answer it, okay? And the last one, about there is or there are, is kind of tricky. You need to pay attention in this one because you have the pictures that you need to look to answer the missing parts right there on the sentences. For example, number 1, you have 2 examples that you can read. It says, there is a book in the back. There's a book in the back, okay? Then, number 2, there is a ruler. There's the ruler right there in the back. Number 3, there is an next to the bag. This is the bag. Next to the bag, we have these things right here or this thing right here. So, choose the correct one and write it. Then it says, number 4, there is a behind the bag. We're using prepositions once again. And then number 5 says, there is a pen, but where? In front, next to, between, or behind. Okay? So that's what you need to do with the rest of the backpacks. As you can see, we have different backpacks there. And you need to answer to the missing words right there. So this is it. I hope you enjoy it. If there's any doubt, please write it down. You know my email is in the description for you to send me your activities. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.